Hey, mini fish. It's the 18th of September, 2017, and I just want to share this article with you real quick. It's about this tank out in Colorado that sits on the outskirts of this little town. And people have discovered that they could go inside the tank and make music and sounds in there. And it just kind of struck me right away, because this is the kind of work that I do. This is kind of the bread and butter stuff. Metal gates and fences, and I've done tanks and metal signs. And this number right here, 233, I'm sure everybody I get it. But believe this or not, this address, 332, is the street address of where I am going to be buried. That is where my burial plot, that's the address, 332. And I just kind of chuckled at that, you know what I mean? And I'm just kind of reading along here. It's quite interesting. And it's 65 feet high. And it is. It's loaded with 11s. It's an 11 article, but I just really found it wild that, they call it the tank with a capital T. And notice it's a T, very close to a cross. And it stands on a hill overlooking a gravelly desert. And every Saturday, I don't know why it's doing that. This is just a website that's not cooperating. Every Saturday, visitors from as far away as Germany drive out with their guitars and their flutes and their harps. Sound like psalms, anyone? Maybe not kazoos, but maybe. Samantha Wade, 20, the key is listening. The tank is taking hold of. It talks about the acoustics. It's 40 feet wide. A shaft of sunlight streamed through a portal, bathing her in gold. Vocalizing sounds. It seems like it's kind of like both worlds, kind of like a esoteric but spiritual element to it. And, I get it, how people become spiritual through music and ritual. They really are seeking the truth. They want to understand what the spirit in them is. And unfortunately, they're led everywhere except where they should be led. And what they don't understand is this is the only place you're going to find out where your spirit really does belong. It's so true. And it's ironic that I go to Mark 3:32, and the rest of chapter 3 here, it just explains it all, I think. And the multitude sat about him, and they said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren without seek for thee. And he answered them, saying, Who is my mother or my brethren? And he looked round about on them which sat about him, and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of God, the same is my brother and my sister and mother. And that sums it all up, folks. Okay? Now, I show you weird stuff. It's just the way things are shown to me. That's all I can tell you. But once again, we do. We have that 11. It's all over. I'm just saying, there's a reason for these things, Not to mention it's got our little pedophile ring advertisement over here. But I just thought that was worth sharing, The metal tank, 332. We're all brothers and sisters. But you need to be doing the will of God. And once you understand that, for those of you who think that that is some sort of sentence, take that thought and turn it literally upside down, and that's what it really is. Peace, grace, love, and understanding. Peace and grace, brothers and sisters.
Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God,